Hey everyone, Richard here. So I'm going to do another Goodwill haul. I seem to get a fairly decent response from the last one, and I have some pretty decent stuff to show. I really only am going to be showing the sort of the highlights, the fun stuff to see out of my Goodwill pickups, because I do get a lot more than I'm actually showing. I get things like VCRs, micro cassette recorders, various electronics, and just like household things that just sell well but aren't very flashy for the camera. So I'm just going to show the stuff that I think's essentially cool. And with that, we'll sort of get into it. This first item I found basically in a bin with linens, which is not really a linen, so I think that might be why it was still there. I paid $5 for it. I think they probably did about 40 for it. It's a NBA Championship Chicago Bulls banner with all their NBA championship years up to a certain point. Um, yeah, it's officially NBA licensed, so I don't think I'll have too hard of a time moving it, but still really, really cool. Uh, Jordan was a superstar in my youth, so thought I would show that. Next item. All right, so I found this print of Black Widow. I believe I'm $5 into it. It's a little bit longer now that I picked it up. It's $5 or $8, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's signed by the artist, but I don't recognize that signature. It might be just the like a no name, for lack of a better term, artist. But if you recognize it, let me know. Just a really cool Black Widow print that $5 or $8 into, so another cool find. All right, next up is an item most people probably wouldn't know to look for, but they're little micro machine trains. There's 8 of them all together, varying cars or just normal trucks, if you will. But they were in a bag for $1, and I think I can get somewhere between $30 and $40 for these. They're from the late 80s, and they all are really, really detailed. They just don't pick up well on the camera. But pretty cool little find for train collectors out there. So next up is this little piece. Most people wouldn't really recognize this if they saw it, but it's from 1982, and it's a piece of Voltron, or one of the Voltron big assembly figures. And I almost just kind of ignored it. It was in a bag of other stuff, and I almost just threw it away until I did a little research on it. And I didn't get about $20 for this little thing, and I had pennies into it, so kind of cool. Anything from the 80s, regardless of what it is, you should probably look it up because there's usually some sort of value there if it's a toy. Speaking of Voltron, I also found this. It's one of the feet of Voltron. Just the blue, I guess, tiger or lion. And yeah, also an 80s piece. I don't remember the exact year. Let's see if I can find it. 1984. It's not in the best shape in the world, but it's not bad either. I'll probably get, I don't know, $15 out of it. So, yeah. And I got 2 more pretty cool things for you Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans. We got a Donatello and a Raphael. And these are the 1988 toys, so a little more desirable. They have the soft heads. And then again, they were just in a bag with a bunch of other stuff. I could probably get 10 to 15 each out of them. If they had the toys, it'd be a lot more. Or the accessories, the weapons, it'd be a lot more. But just as is, 10 to $15 each. And kind of a cool find. And the last 2 things I'm going to show are some Disney items. I think they're either 80s, like late 80s, early 90s, somewhere in there. But they sell pretty well. I got $1 into each one. But they're little watches, little kids' watches, talking time watches. I think I could probably get 25 to 30 out of each one. So, they're really fun little collectible. And yeah, that's really all I have to show. Just a quick video this time. Pay attention because I actually got a whole bunch of comics from Goodwill also, but I'm going to make that its own separate video because I like to keep my comic hauls separate. So that'll probably be dropping in a few days after this one. But it was a really good comic pickup, especially from Goodwill where I don't see a lot of comics. So yeah, that's everything. Any questions, comments, I love to read them. I love to reply to them. Yeah, hit me up down below. Hope you all enjoyed, and take care.